Good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday. I hope you had a great Monday, had a good night, and you're ready to rock and roll for today. So make sure you got something to write with and something to write on. We're going to continue with a couple division problems like we were working with yesterday. Okay, so I want you to go ahead and solve this problem. 6,468 divided by 66. Remember what we talked about with our thinking process. Okay, think about what could make it easy. Try to be efficient with this. So go ahead, pause the video, solve this with your strategy, and then when you're ready, come back and join us. So if I'm going to go solve this problem, right, this is how I would think about it. Well, I know that 66 times 10 is 660. So that means that 66 times 100 would be 6,600, and that's pretty close to 6,468. It's not exact, but I wonder what would happen if I tried 66 times 90. I'm pretty sure it would be less than this, but I would still be taking a big chunk away. So if I set up my multiplication, right, 9 times 6 is 54. And then 9 times 6 again is 54, plus the 5 is 59. Now remember, that was 66 times 9. If I want to make this 66 times 90, right, all I have to do is times this by 10 to get 5,940. And that is pretty close. It's definitely not going to be the only thing I have to do, but it will get me close. So if I have my hook and ladder set up, and the first thing I do is times it by 90, then I can take away 5,000. Ooh, that's a big 5. 900. My writing is not the greatest right now. And 40, right? So then 8, 2. Please make sure you are borrowing appropriately. Some of us have been struggling with that lately and making silly little mistakes. So I'm left with 528, okay? 528. I wonder what I could do now. Well, I know that times 9 got me 594, right? So I wonder what would happen if I ended up doing times 8, right? Or if I could just take away 66 from it. So I have 594 minus 66. Remember, this will get me 66 times 8 when I do this. This has to become an 8. So this can become a 14. And then 8, 2, 5. Oh, perfect. So then I'll just do times 8 and take away 528. I'm left with 0. So my answer is 98. Okay? So that was a big problem. Okay? Hopefully you were able to do it somewhat efficiently. Okay? Maybe not quite this efficient, but hopefully seeing my thought process helped you out. And this next problem, you can try to be a little more efficient. So I want you to try this one now. 8,712 divided by 88. Try to go through that same thought process we just had, okay? And see if that'll help you out. Hit the pause button, solve it, try to be efficient, and then come back to it. So again, my thought process is pretty much going to be the same thing. I know 88 times 10 is 880. So 88 times 100 would be 8,800. That's pretty close to 8,800. So, but I don't feel like doing 88 times 99 or 98, right? That's a big one. So I'm just going to try 88 times 90 again. So I can just do 88 times 9, right? 8 times 9 is 72. 8 times 9 is 72, plus 7 is 79. Times it by 10 to make it 90. 7,920. Okay, and that is a 9, not a 4. So, set up my equation. I'm going to times it by 90. And I already did this math here. 7,920. I have a 2 on the end. I have to borrow here. This becomes a 6, right? So that this can become an 11. And then a 9. And then this becomes a 7. So this can become a 16. And that's 7. And look how nicely that turned out. I had a feeling it was 99, but again, I didn't want to go through that 2-digit by 2-digit, so I wanted to keep it simple for myself. But I'm left with 792, which 88 times 9 was 792. That is a 2, y'all, not a 4. Left with a big fat 0. Answer here, 99. Okay? Hopefully that makes sense. Now, I want to talk to you about what we're doing today. We're going to be doing a game. Okay, it's called Quotient Race to 100. And we're going to go through it, but here are the basic directions. Okay, you pick 5 cards. You create a 3-digit by 2-digit problem to solve. Then you solve it. Whatever your answer is, including the remainder, that's your score for that round. Okay, then your partner does the same thing. And then you go back and forth and you add up your scores every round until someone's score gets to 100 or more. Okay, so let's see what it looks like. So I'll be player 1. Okay, so this would be the first round, right? Now I have to pick 5 cards to create an equation. So I'm going to pick my cards. Drum roll, please. And I picked a 7, 4, 2, 1, and 3. 7, 4, 2, 1, and 3. You can check my math here. So the problem, and I can arrange those in any order that I want. But remember, I'm trying to get the biggest quotient as possible. So I think what I'm going to try is 324 divided by 17. Okay? Now, I need to show my work in solving this, right? So on my scrap paper, I have my problem set up. Now I'm just going to keep it simple and do it times 10, right? Because 15 times 2 would be 300. So that would be pretty, like if I did times 20, that would be pretty close. I would be a little afraid that I'd go over. So I'm just going to go under, okay? Now I could do times 20 and see what it got me. I'm just going to do times 10. So I'll subtract 170. 4, 2, 12. So now I've got 154. So see, it is a little bit less. I wonder what 17, I'm just going to do 17 times 5. They're pretty small numbers, so I'm not too worried about having to be terribly efficient. So that's 85. I can do that. Times 5. Subtract 85. It's going to be a 4. This turns to 14. 9. This has to turn into 14. Oh, no. That's not a 5. 14 times, or minus 8 is not 5. Most of the time. It is, however, 14 minus 8, 69. Okay? So, I wonder if I did 85 minus 17. Make that 15. Make this a 7. 8. 68. That's really close. Okay. So, that was that. That would be times 4. Got me 68. Subtract. I get 1 as my remainder. So my answer here would be 10, 15, 19, not R1, and 1 17th. So if I go back here, my answer okay, and then there we go. So then every round I would add up my score, okay? After player 2 goes, and I go again, and so on and so forth until one of us gets to 100 or above 100. Okay? So here's a couple what ifs, right? What if you don't know what to do because you don't have those fancy number cards that Mr. Rupar has in class? Well, you could use a regular deck of cards. Also, in our math section on Schoology, I have put an online deck of cards, so you could use that as well. But what if you don't know who to play with? You could ask anyone at home, guys. Even if it's someone younger than you, just have them pick the cards and then you do the math, right? That's more practice for you. You could try to call or FaceTime a friend or family member. You don't need to really see the person to do this. So you could do this just on the phone, right? If you're able to just call somebody. Even if you want to set it up with a friend in class, shoot them a message on Schoology if you don't have their phone number, okay? And then try to call them up or FaceTime them or something so that you can try to play with them. Or 3, you can come to office hours with me, okay? If you can't make it to office hours, then just message me on Schoology and we can set up a time to play, all right? I'd be more than happy to play with anybody, help you out. But please just let me know. So what you're doing for today is you're going to play just one round of quotient race to 100 with someone. If you want to do more than that, that's totally fine, but you're only responsible for one round. Then, guys, make sure you listen to what you have to do. You have to take a picture of your record sheet and your work and post it in the assignment on Schoology, okay? Then I want you to make a post in the discussion board. Who did you play with? What was the score? Who won? Okay? Please remember my Tuesday small group friends. We have group from 1 to 1:30 today, and my office hours will be from 1:30 to 2 since small group cuts into office hours. Hope you guys have a great day. Please reach out if you need anything, and I'll catch you later.